Hello everyone, it's me, Mandy Weirdmore. I have my little Christmas bow right here for this Christmas holiday vibe. I don't know when I'm posting this, so it's whatever day I put it here. Vlogmas! Yay, we made it this far! And today I'm ranking these iconic Christmas movies. If I missed any, tell me down below in the comments and tell me your favorite Christmas movie because I'd love to know. So let's get to ranking them. I do have some strange Santa's Coming to Town, which is, of course, an iconic line from Elf. I'll put that here. And Santa, I Know Him, which is, again, Elf, but it's a lower thing because just knowing Santa is not him coming to town. And then I Believe, there's in so many movies, I think, because I believe in Santa. Duh. And then I Smell Snow, which is from Gilmore Girls, but that's not on our list. It's just, it's coming. You smell the snow. It's doing good. And then you're a Scrooge. Like, that movie sucks. It's a Scrooge. I obviously don't have all of the Christmas movies in here, but these are the ones I just remember the most and are like the most I see every year. Unfortunately, I can't fit every single Christmas movie on here because they never stop making them. And there's probably 1,000 cheesy Hallmark movies I've never seen because there's so many of those. So these are just the iconic ones. First, we have Elf, and that's probably one of my favorites. So that's going straight to Santa's Coming to Town. Polar Express is okay. When I watch it now, it's like, this animation is kind of creepy. Like, it's not realistic, but it's a little realistic, and it kind of creeps me out. But it has those nostalgic vibes of watching it every year in school with the hot chocolate and stuff. But I did sometimes have to leave the room because kids would get so loud, and I would just, like, need to be alone. So, yeah, I was weird that way. And yeah, so I have mixed opinions about it. Also, it was one of the movies I watched on DVD nonstop over and over again because that, again, was weird. I watched that all year round. So that might be another reason it's not one of my favorites because I was obsessed with it and watched it nonstop for a year for some odd reason. Anyway, I'll go I Believe. It's in the middle. Okay, actually, I think the Santa Claus, might even be ranked above Elf for me, which is weird because my sister's favorite movie is Elf, and we're usually like this on every subject. We agree on everything. But I watch the Santa Claus every single year, along with Elf, but it's always my favorite, and I think I watch it like 2 times a year just in December, and it's a great movie. I love Scott Kelvin. I also love him in Tool Time. That's not Home Improvement. I used to watch that with my dad, so I think that's another reason I like it. That was my impression of Tool Time. I'll put a clip here so that didn't seem weird too. Also, my dad would make our dog talk like that when I was little. Anyway, I'll put it above Elf. And let's go. One moment. Sorry for that interruption. My dad wanted to let my cat in my room because my cat is very obnoxious and will scratch everyone. He's also really oddly obsessed with me, and it scares everyone of how much that cat is obsessed with me. Let me put a slideshow. Okay, back to the topic of what we were doing. The Santa Claus 3. I'm just skipping 2 right now because Santa Claus 3 sucks so much. Like, who is this antagonist? Immediately, you're a Scrooge. Like, where did Jack Frost come from? Why are there so many new characters? Why why is Santa Claus like an absent dad? Like, what is going on? Like, this is so far from what the first movie was, and like, it literally was blowing my mind, and I cannot watch this movie. I will leave the room. It sucks. And don't even get me started on the series of the Santa Claus. Hated it. I couldn't. It was so cheesy, which all Christmas movies are, but like the acting was something. It was something. And I just could not sit through it. My sister liked it, and I'm like, but I said she had bad taste. And Santa Claus 2, honestly, hardly remember it, but I haven't seen it in a while. Not one of my favorites, but definitely wouldn't rank it as bad as You're Scrooge. But probably wouldn't rewatch it, actually. So maybe I'll just put it for 2, Santa Claus 2, above 3 in You're Scrooge category. The Grinch is next. And, of course, it's going up there. Because he's actually very relatable when he throws on so many outfits and he just gives up on going. Actually, it's going Santa's Coming to Town. Not above Elf, though. Not above Elf. But very relatable. Why do I have Home Alone 2 and not Home Alone 1? Wait, I think I do. Home Alone 2, they go on a plane, right? Instead of driving. I don't know. They're honestly the same movie, I feel like. Oh, wait. In Home Alone 2, it has Donald Trump. So, we gotta rank that lower just because it has Donald Trump in it. But I don't hate it. Like I do You're Scrooge. Like I do the Santa Claus 2 and 3. So, I'm just gonna do I Smell Snow. And next, we have the Christmas Carol. But the Muppets one. I think I have multiple Christmas carols in here. Yeah, I have the Mickey Mouse Christmas Carol in here as well. There's so many different versions of it. Of course, it's good. Like, it's got Muppets. And I like that every single person in this is a Muppet, except Scrooge. And it's just so weird, honestly, him talking to the Muppets, and it just seems so crazy of every single person as a Muppet except him. So it's a little funny. I'm going to say Santa, I Know Him. Not my absolute favorite, but I'd watch it again. And next we have Mickey's Once Upon a Time. I like both 1 and 2 of those. Oh, here is the sad cat that I was just talking about that interrupted. Yeah, did you interrupt? Is that why there was a jump cut? Yeah. He's precious, even though he hates everyone but me. Yeah. My little minion. He does poop right outside the litter box, though, so that ticks me off. And, of course, I have to pick it up because he only likes me and he's really, really mean to everyone else in the house. He started to warm up, though, once I've got my service dog to other people because he hates my dog. So he's trying to get back at me and say, look, I'll get along with these people, so you're not my favorite anymore. But, yeah, it isn't working because sometimes I do need space from that monster. So, back to, again, he's interrupting my train of thoughts. Mickey's Once Upon a Time, I like that. I'll watch that every year. I love all the stories in it, and also they're short. It's just a good overall. I love Mickey stuff. I like Donald Duck more. I like when he's the Scrooge. I like all of his nephews who mess up Christmas. It's funny. It's a good time. So, Santa, I Know Him, or Santa's Coming to Town. I go Santa, I Know Him. Not actually, eh? Oh, well, I know Charlie Brown's Christmas is right there as well, but we're going Rudolph is Santa's Coming to Town. We're skipping to Rudolph because Rudolph is the all-time favorite, and if it's not an all-time favorite for any of you, you're lying. Because the animation in that is the little like claymation, and I love it. Fun fact, Rudolph tried to sue Elf because it was very, very similar, that beginning scene, to Elf, because of the snowman narrating the story. If you put it side by side, it's like almost exactly like, but they had to change some colors around for that, and they did the same exact type of animation for that and everything, and it was like so similar that they tried to sue, and they changed colors around so it wasn't exactly the same. I learned this about the Movies That Make Us Christmas edition on Netflix. It's a really good series if you're very big into movies and animation. I love film and animation and everything like that, so I definitely recommend watching that. Anyway, Rudolph. I say it even goes above the Santa Claus for me. A lot of claymation and animation will go above it for me than real life, because I just love the process of making it, and it's so cool to think of all the work that went into it as well. It makes me appreciate the movie more because it feels like a lot of work went into making these characters and sculpting them and all the designs and the drawing and the thumbnails. I just know how much work it is to make that stuff. And, okay, Charlie Brown's Christmas. I can't say I love this one as much as The Great Pumpkin. I like that one more. And it annoys me that Apple TV bought every single Charlie Brown movie. So I can't watch them even if I wanted to, because I'm not going to buy Apple TV just so I can watch Charlie Brown, because that would be literally the only reason. Oh, well, I do want to watch the Selena Gomez documentary, which is also on Apple TV, but I have too many streaming services. Well, who am I talking about? I'm talking about my mom pays for them all. I'm just a mooch, and she's not going to add another one on, and I don't want to pay for it. But why are there so many streaming services? I just want to watch Charlie Brown. Why do I need like 50 million streaming services to watch one thing on each of them? It's... That's a rant for another time. But yeah, so I can't even rank that because it's been that long since I've watched it, since stupid Apple bought it. I'm losing it. But I don't like it as much as The Great Pumpkin or the Thanksgiving special, but it's still good. I love this stupid little tree that is dying, and they chose the dying tree. It's just so cute, so wholesome. I relate to Linus because that awful blankie he had. I have a blankie like that, and I still have a blankie like that, and I'm 21. So I'm gonna go Santa I Know Him, right between Mickey and the Christmas Carol of the Muppets. What's next? Oh, Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Immediate A tier. I mean S tier. Whatever it is. Santa's Coming to Town tier. And so it's S because it starts with S. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't even know if I did this right. But let's decide where that's gonna go. It's definitely not above Rudolph. It's above the Grinch, but behind Elf, because it's good, but it's not Elf good, because these reindeers are sick and it makes me sad, and it's not a happy, cheery Christmas movie. It brings in both emotions. And you'll find out I don't like sad Christmas movies, because Christmas is a time for joy. I already have seasonal depression. Why do I want to add a movie that has seasonal depression on it already? I already have that. I don't need to add onto it more. And if I wanted to do that, I would watch a soapy, sad girl chick film like Fault in Our Stars are 5 feet apart. I don't know why I'm getting so angry. That's just my natural state. I'm always yelling. My dad says it's the Massachusetts in me, because they both grew up in Massachusetts. And, yeah. My dog just hates when I yell in general. She started picking up the habit of yelling when I yell because it's upsetting that I yell, and she's just got to get used to it because it's never ending. Frosty the Snowman. Um, I don't really like it, honestly. They make a snowman, he comes to life. Where's the story? And yes, I'm aware it's a kid's movie, but so is Rudolph, and Rudolph hooks me. Frosty the Snowman, boring. Worse than Home Alone, but not worse than Santa Claus 2. Okay, don't get me wrong. Next, I love Nightmare Before Christmas, but it seems like it's trying to be a Halloween movie and a Christmas movie, which I think it is doing that. But I don't want it to be both. I want it to pick one because I why is it both? You're either Christmas or you're Halloween. Halloween is actually my favorite holiday because I love all the spooky decorations and the costumes. But I need you to pick one. It needs to be black and white. As it says in most of my therapy papers that I only think in black and white, so I need everything else to be black and white. And that's not how the world works, so maybe it's a good movie for me to watch and figure out. I'm just gonna put it in I Believe, because it's trying to be so many movies, but I like it more than Home Alone and Frosty Snowman. Okay, next. Eloise at the Plaza. I wouldn't say this is that iconic. It's kind of like not even that heard of. It's a big book, but it's not a big movie, I don't think. I would watch it on Disney Channel every year when I was a kid, but I don't have Disney Channel anymore because we don't have cable. I just use streaming services. So it was a big thing when I was a kid, but it's not something I'd watch with my family over and over again. It was just I watch on Disney Channel every year. And I did love Eloise, but it's not up there. So I'd say it's also an I Believe. But I would rank it, honestly, higher than the Polar Express because it's cuter. And next. My cat is making it very hard to move things around because he's holding my hand, which is very cute, but he's kind of hot. He's kind of warm-blooded on my legs, and it's making me sweat. But it's also that time of night where I get night sweats, which is like right when I'm supposed to be going to bed, and then I get awful night sweats. Fun, right? Am I right? And next, we have Author's Christmas, which is also, I didn't think that many people knew about, but when I was looking for lists over, like, popular Christmas movies, this was one of them. And I had it on DVD when I was younger, but it wasn't something I'd watch, like, every year, and I'm not even a big fan of it. I'd say above Frosty the Snowman, not above Home Alone. I think that would make sense. And now we have Mickey's Christmas Carol. I like it better than the Muppets Christmas Carol because I like Scrooge is the duck, and he's also like that in every other movie, so it makes sense. And he's not a human in the world of Muppets also. But I just really like it. And the little Mickey's son with the crutch and it's so sad with the little mouse crutch. I don't know why that has more feeling to me than like the real Christmas Carol, but a little mouse with a little crutch is so sad. So, but not above Charlie Brown, but above. Why do I forget halfway through a sentence? The Muppet. Above Muppet. Okay, next, we got A Christmas Story. Immediately, you're Scrooge. And I know, people are gonna come at me for that opinion, but I put it above the Santa Claus 2, which you should be pleased about, because I almost didn't do that. But This movie, I just hate this movie so much because my dad had it on 24/7 growing up every December. And there was this channel that played it for 24 hours straight during Christmas. And I don't know why. Why would anyone need to watch it that much? But my dad, he would have that on, that channel, the whole day. So I would see bits and pieces of this movie all throughout December, never ending. And you're gonna shoot your eye out. You're gonna shoot. Just shut up. It's like ingrained in my brain. I don't. If I see that movie again, it will be too soon. It's permanently there. It's permanently there. And that's my story of why it's ranked so low. You're welcome. Okay, next. National Lampoon. I Smell Snow. Probably above Arthur's Christmas, not above Home Alone 2. And that's I moved it. I messed it all up. Okay, it's fixed. It's fixed. We're good. I will put it above that because I like the squirrel stuck in the tree and when they're putting the tree up and it's just like insanity. It kind of reminds me of my house, of how Christmas goes. Which is crazy. Everything that can go wrong goes wrong, and that's pretty much my life. So it's relatable. It's definitely relatable. Next, it's a sad movie. It's a sad movie. We're going to the bottom. I would rank it above Christmas Story, but still in the last category. It's a Wonderful Life. And again, you're like, that's a classic. How could you rate a classic that low? Dude, this man is going to kill himself. And then they show him everything he would like miss if he did that, and that's like a Christmas miracle, and like every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings, and it's just so flipping depressing. As I said, Christmas movies should not be that depressing. It should be lighthearted and happy, and it's Christmas time. I'm already depressed. I'm already being very, very sad over everything. The snow hurts my joints. I'm doing terribly, like chronic illness rise. I'm depressed. And then it's just a thing. I hate this time of year. And yet I'm doing Vlogmas. Vlogmas is to cheer me up, okay? And you know what doesn't cheer me up? It's a Wonderful Life. The name, it does not match at all. What is the name of this movie? It's a Wonderful Life. It should be named This Life Sucks. But if you think about it, it's really not that bad, but you have to be on the verge of ending it to think life is good. I know it's a long name, but, you know, that's how I feel, so get over it. Okay, Violet Night is a pretty new movie. It's not a classic, definitely not, but I like it, and it's very funny, and I'm going to put it above. Actually, I'm going to put it Santa, I Know Him at the top, and it's Violent Night. It has Hopper from, I don't know his real name, from Stranger Things, and he's like an alcoholic Santa. And there's crazy antics of like mob, and it's rated R for a reason. Just saying, if you're a child, do not watch that movie. But he saves the kid from like the mob, and like there's violence. It's crazy. Santa's killing to save children. It's crazy, but I loved it. It was making me laugh really hard. And all the death scenes of like with holiday items. It was insane. I watched it with my dad. Would not watch it with my mom. She hates stuff like that. So yeah, I really enjoyed that movie. And next we have Santa Claus is Coming to Town. I'm ranking that above Santa Claus, but not above Rudolph. I love the music in it. It's amazing. the animation is amazing. It's stop motion, and the penguin leaves little footprints in the snow. And I know that had to take so much time and effort to move the penguin frame by frame and do little footprints in the snow as he walks. And also, I like Meister Burger, and I like saying it, and I will bring it up in any setting I can, even if it's not Christmas, because it's really fun to say, and I do recommend it. Lastly, I have the Gremlins, and now I am sure I'm missing movies because Home Alone 2 is on here, but Home Alone 1 is not. If Home Alone 1 were on here, I'd say it would be, I believe, right behind Nightmare Before Christmas. But it's not on here because apparently I do not think of things. My brain is empty. And so we're just moving on to the Gremlins. And the Gremlins isn't really a Christmas movie, but it is because it's during the winter. It's like how Die Hard is a Christmas movie and how Harry Potter is a Christmas movie. I love Harry Potter though, but my favorite Harry Potter movie is Prisoner of Azkaban. Again, getting off topic. Need to stay on topic. Can never do that. My brain is like a ping pong match, and several people are throwing new ping pong balls into the what is the thing that the tabletop, I don't know. So many people are throwing ping pong balls on that, and each ping pong ball is a new topic, and people are whacking them back and forth, and I'm going back and forth between topics. And again, I've lost where I was talking about during this analogy. But that is Mandy Weirdmore's life. Gremlins. It's more of a Christmas movie than Die Hard, I think, because people are getting the Gremlins for Christmas presents and stuff. I like Gremlins a lot. Not the second one, though. Only the first one. And it's good. I wouldn't rank it above Eloise, I feel like. But I'd rank it before Nightmare Christmas, behind Polar Express. And, yeah. I think that's my final lineup. And tell me what you think of my Christmas rankings, and comment down below what you would change about them. If you want to do this terrible ranking list I have made myself, you can check below in the description to do it yourself. The thing is, I forgot a lot of movies, as well as Home Alone 1 straight up isn't even on there. Oh my goodness, he flopped on my keyboard. So why you would want to do that, I have no idea, when half the movies are missing that you probably want to do, and Home Alone 1 isn't even on there. But these are the movies I like also, so it's more of what I think of Christmas movies. So if you want to do it, click down below, and remember everyone, stay weird. Thank you for watching, subscribe, and like for more content. Bye, thank you.